Garden update, February 17th, 2018. What a mess. Beautiful day out. It's about 75 degrees. I just took the cover off of this. It is covered up with purple nettle, but there are some really nice spinach down there too. This cabbage was uncovered all winter. Didn't fare very well. These were covered. It looks like the center is rotted out of this one, but the others are going to make some cabbage heads. Got some onions. I planted some onion bulbs over there. I'll have to dig through those to look. But I'm going to get this cleaned up and plant some lettuce and radishes. That's the plan. Well, this is plenty for a salad tonight. They're huge leaves, but they're not bitter at all. This spinach was planted on October 10th. And we had some for Thanksgiving and we had some for Christmas. And if I get this purple nettle out of here, we're going to have a lot more. I've been down one side. This was planted back in October. I never weeded it a bit. And the problem is, we've had a not as rough winter as some of you have had. For our standards, we had a cold winter. And spring just happened. I mean, it was in the 30s last week and now it's in the 70s, so it's just overnight. And we're going to get some more cold weather, but I'm going to leave the cover out here, leave the hoops in. What I started to say was the nettle thrived through the winter, and it's no thicker under the floating cloth than it was over here. And I did take, this is the old strawberry patch that had all that black spot on it. I was hoping it would decompose a little bit more than it did, but I'll turn that under with my tiller. I didn't get the chance to put the garden away. I normally, in the fall, gather leaves and pile them in each bed, and that just didn't happen this fall. Too busy with other things, family matters, and just never got to it. So consequences are here. I think what I'll do is use my weed eater and cut most of this foliage off, and that will make it easier to turn over with a little less stuff. Of course, you can use this as a green manure crop. It hasn't really gone to seed yet, so I could do that. But I'm going to get cleaned up over the next few weeks here and gradually start planting things. I was trying to beat the rain, but I didn't. It's starting to rain pretty good. I got 2 little short rows of lettuce in. I put a marker where it is, but it's not labeled correctly. So I'll go up and where it's dry and label that correctly, take my spinach in and make a nice salad for dinner. The rain didn't last long, so I'm back out. I cleaned up the other side. Here's a real surprise. This is corn salad, a little plant corn salad. I didn't think it would winter over. It looks great. I'm going to add some of those microgreens, small greens, but I'm going to add them to our salad tonight. I took out the cabbage that appeared to be rotten, and so now we have 3 heads that are going to make, which I'm happy. The onions, not so much, but that was a package of 50-cent onion bulbs that were really late in the summer. I planted those in October, and I knew they weren't going to make very much, but we're going to get some onions there. Some other onions, as the onions were starting to grow in the refrigerator from last year's harvest, I would bring them out here and put them down, and we'll get some onions out of that. So that's what some of these are. I'm going to keep the frost protector close by because we will have some more cold weather, but I'm going to go ahead and plant some radishes and some more spinach. Soil temperature is just at 60 degrees, about 3 inches down. So these are going to germinate pretty quickly. Our perennial flower hill is looking bad. I did put pre-emergent on it, so we don't have nearly the dead nettle up there that we do in the garden. I never put any pre-emergent in my seed beds. But again, that's what gardening is all about. Getting out in the fresh air, bending over, getting your fingers dirty.